Hey guys, so we are back again. I have a really pretty Valentine's Day look with two lip options, so we are just going to get started. The first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyes with my NYX HD primer, and then over that I'm going to put almost a concealer type primer over the lid, which is the Tarte CC primer. I really like that. And I'm smoothing that out with a synthetic brush. Next I'm going to grab my Too Faced Natural Eye. I'm pretty much using this palette for the whole look, and I'm going to start with that top light shade just to set that Tarte CC primer just because it is a little bit more moisturizing. And then I'm going to go on with this shade called Nudie. It's just a very pale crease shade, really great for using as a transition shade. So I'm just using a big e.l.f. brush for that, and I'm laying that down. Next I'm going to grab a shade called Push Up. It's just kind of a more purpley mauve shade. And I'm taking a little bit of a smaller brush so it's more concentrated and just putting that in the crease. And this is shimmery, so I wanted to keep the look a little bit shimmery and girly. And next we're going to keep the lid matte. It's just going to be a matte light pink, and that's coming from the Tarte Magnificent palette. I don't think you could get this one anymore, but maybe the new Tarte lip palette has a light pink, or you could use a very light blush, or you could just use a white. Completely up to you. So I'm just patting that only over the lid, and we're just going to really try to keep that lid nice and matte, and I'm just gently blending that shimmery push-up shade into the matte shade. Next I'm going to grab my Sigma Loose Shimmer in Lush. This is from the most recent collection, I think, and this is a really cool purple orangey shift shimmer, and I'm just gently blending that in the crease. I don't want this to be too intense. I just want it to get a little bit of that sparkle and shimmer and duochrome of pink and purple, and I really love the look that it gave. You can see it a lot better in person, but it's just very light and ethereal, but it's just really pretty and romantic, so I really am glad that I added that. And for the lower lash line, I'm just going to grab a NYX Jumbo Pencil. This is an Oyster. It's another really pretty purpley, pink, shifty duochrome. So I'm just laying that down first, and then I'm going to take a little small brush from Coastal Scents, and I'm actually just going to pack a little bit of that pigment again in Lush, just right over it. And it does give it a little bit more of an intensity, but this will be covered a little bit by some lashes, so it's just giving a little pop of color. Now, just to intensify my crease just a little bit, I'm taking a touch of Poison Plum from Sugar Pill, and I'm really not packing this on a lot. I just want to get a little hint of purple there and a little bit more depth in the crease. And I think this look is still completely wearable. Yeah, we're using like purpley orange shimmer and purple, but this look is still completely beautiful. Anyone can pull it off. And I just love how the shadows came out. Now I'm just using a gel liner from Essence. It's just in black, and a liner brush. I'm like so bad at this nowadays. I'm so much better at using liquid liner, but I still am glad I chose this one because it did come out nice and matte, and we will be adding lashes later, so this is going to help hide the lash band. So what I did was I just drew a line going out from the edge of my lash line, and then I connected that down all the way into the inner corner. So I'm just filling that in now, and I would recommend using a matte shade. So I really like how the liner came out. I'm glad I added it. I wasn't sure if I was going to do liner, but I would recommend it. And just take your time with it. Took me a while. So now that I got both of those done, I'm just going to add some mascara, curl my lashes, and then add these lashes. These are just from eBay. So I got those on now. I love how they came out. I haven't worn these lashes in a while, but I'm already fallen in love with them again. Now I'm just going to take a skin toned shade liner pencil and just pop that in the waterline to give my eyes kind of a doll-eyed, innocent look and just really open them up. Now I'm going to take my e.l.f. HD blush. I really love how this came out. All I did was I popped a little bit on the back of my hand because this can be a bright, intense color and you only need a tiny bit. And I took a stippling brush and I stippled that off really well on the back of my hand first, and then I added it right to my face, and I just am in love with the color that it gave. It was such like a dolly, cute, very innocent look, and I just love it. It is matte though, so later we'll be putting a little bit of a topper over it, but it is a very, very nice base for blush. And it is lasting, it lasts very, very well actually. So I just blended that out with my foundation brush, and now I'm taking my Stila highlighter duo in Kitten, I believe, and I'm just putting that everywhere. And that helped to unmattify that blush, but I'm also taking a little bit of the e.l.f. Baked blush because it doesn't offer too much color, but it just has a beautiful beautiful sheen, and it's just such a pretty rose color. So probably the camera isn't doing it justice, but it is very beautiful. So now I have two lipstick options. The first one is Fruit Punch by Miley. This one is if you want a really bright hot pink. This lipstick formula is just amazing, highly recommend, and they're super inexpensive. So I popped that on, and for my taste it was a little bit bright, but I mean, it's Valentine's Day, you can go all out pink, but I really loved the next shade. This is Ravishing Rose by Maybelline, and it is the new matte shades, and they are amazing because they're still moisturizing enough that you can wear this to work and you don't have to worry, but you're not going to get lipstick all over your glass. So I love this lip shade. I think it goes perfectly with the purples we have going on in the eyes, and I hope you guys like the video.